wondering about the world and how the world works. We live in a world where we see the world, we hear the world, we can smell the world, we can touch and you can taste things. These are our senses, and you are an entity, a human being, who has got this natural gift of being and being able to look at everything and wonder about it, ask questions, think about it, read about it, know about it. There's nothing that you can't know. But it begins with pure, clear questions. When you look at the sky and you see the sky, not take it for granted, but really see the sky. You find a huge blue expanse, a dome-like thing that you see with beautiful clouds and pure white clouds with light in it and staggering shapes. This is what we see, if you see. But do we look up and see the sky? In the night, the whole sky is filled with stars. And you can see a light, very light blue, and you can see the clouds also. In a faint light, you can see the beautiful moon which gets cut, becomes crescent and becomes bigger and becomes new moon. One day it becomes full moon, and the new moon it vanishes. We must see that moon. In that pure, still looking at the blue sky, a question comes. It is not blue, it is looking blue. In the night you look at the stars. You say, what are those stars? You have got used to it, but if you look at it in a way which is pure wonder, as if you're first time you're seeing the star, as if you're the first man born to see the star, as if nothing is there except pure seeing, and your wonder opens a door, a question. In the very seeing is the question. What are those stars? What are they hanging? Why are they hanging? How far are they? And of course you read about it and you wonder. The information comes alive. The information in the books comes alive. And then when you look at the experiments done, in fact you want to now, look at the experiments done. And if you then look at the experiments done, you will go through the same process of discovery which the greatest scientists with the same wonder went through. That is really learning. And then you understand step by step what are the first observations, then observations upon observations upon observations. It starts with wonder, reading, going back to wonder, reading. It's like alternating between reading, looking, waiting, thinking, meditating. It can't be just reading and passing an exam. It's so stupid. And one day it hits you. What hits you? That you are able to see. You are able to see the whole world by your own eyes. It's a very strange feeling of power, of beauty, of being, of having found the bliss of life. As if you've been gifted with it. And then once it strikes you, it's love. Love for seeing. And once it strikes you, you can't but see. You have nothing else to do but see and see and see and see and see. Read and listen and think and imagine and meditate. And then you realize there are infinite things to see. And your hunger grows and your curiosity grows. Every day you grow. You understand music. You understand dance. You can see dance. When you see a great performer dancing, you understand, oh my God, he also got it. He is dancing that thing that you have seen. When you listen to the music, you understand that thing. That music he has perceived, he has understood. And now he's expressing on, and he's killing you with the ecstasy he's giving you. The pleasure he's giving you. It is not pleasure in the ordinary sense. It is something beyond. That is the kind of music that people can and should listen to. That is the kind of dance they must see, with so many genres in the whole world. That is the kind of science books we must read. That is the kind of history we must see. The wars, the degradation, the ascent, the struggling man. And there you are able to see all that. I'm sure in every era there were men who were unsung, really, who did not take any part, but they were just seeing. Some of them wrote, and maybe that came into the world as a gift. That changed the world. Those who don't want to change the world, who only want to look and enjoy life and state its meaning, maybe those people change the world, have changed the world by default. They ended up changing the world. Bernoulli sitting and watching the movement of the water, Wright brothers watching the birds to make planes, Faraday working and working and working to find out things, Einstein struck by wonder itself and going on and on about light and its secrets, Newton wondering about how these bodies are moving all across the world, cashing in on Kepler and Galileo and Copernicus's work to discover the staggering fact that every mass in the universe attracts every other mass. Just imagine, these are the people, just 300 maybe, who changed the lives of billions of people, who kept this whole earth alive, created a freedom, at least in part, where we can sit and enjoy this whole universe and explore it. You take any field, there are thinkers who have taken it to the peak. There is work going on. That is the work. That is the employment. Employment is a result of that kind of power unleashed, that kind of joy unleashed, that kind of living unleashed. And all this, the biggest wonder of it all, is that this is just a trip to the earth and that we will vanish into nothingness. Now come on, think. It must give you a light feeling. It must give you a sense of freedom. Who the hell cares? I'm going to die. You should not understand it at 70 or 80 when you're dying. No, you should understand it young. It doesn't matter. What matters is the kick you are getting every day, and just imagine 100 years of ecstasy. Ecstasy upon ecstasy. Maybe you'll live for 120 if you live like that, with nothing. Far above the world. People become small, issues become small. In fact, you understand those people. And you uplift without uplifting. You heal without healing. You express the song which touches hearts. You change the world. That is the possibility. In 21st century, definitely. Isn't this the new imagination we must have? Isn't this, maybe we can change the world tomorrow? That is the dream I'm dreaming, sitting here under the stars. Wanting to be one star among billions of stars, and all of us are the stars. Maybe we can bring the heaven here on earth.